Hello! As Christmas is approaching, what better way to celebrate it is to have an awesome and quick holiday project. Your Christmas table will definitely look more festive with today's quick and easy table runner project. My name is Julius, and you've probably seen some of my sewing videos. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, that will be an amazing holiday gift. So go ahead and click subscribe and get notified so that you won't miss any future sewing videos. Joy to the world! Let's begin this holiday project. This table runner is called Peppermint Forest by Amanda Niederhauser of Jedi Craft Girl. It has 3 big blocks and a piece border. So go ahead and download yours. What's really great about this pattern is you can select your own choice of fabrics. So I opted for non-holiday fabrics so I can use it all year long. The highlight of this video tutorial is the Brother FS60X Extra Tough Sewing Machine. I will demonstrate that you can actually quilt on this machine. And all you need is some holiday cheer and no other requirements needed. To get started, let's go over the materials we are going to need. Quilting fabrics, a white fabric for background, a backing fabric, a rotary cutter, some rulers to square up my blocks, a long ruler for cutting strips of fabric, a clipper to trim thread tails, a marking pen, a seam roller so you don't have to keep ironing every seam, safety pins for quilting, cotton thread, a 1/4 inch quilting foot, and most importantly, a universal free motion quilting foot, a bias tape maker, an ironing mat and iron, and lastly, your batting. To create the first block, I have cut out 4-inch squares of red, green, pink, and white fabrics. The first block uses half-square triangles, so let me show you how easy it is to make. Using a marking pen, draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of white squares, corner to corner. Then pair a white square to a colored square right sides together and sew a 1/4 inch seam along both sides of the diagonal line. For machine settings, I adjusted the settings of my machine since I will be using a quilting foot. To make threading faster, I am using the built-in needle threader of the FS60 machine. Using the guide on the presser foot, I am sewing a straight line from corner to corner on both sides of the line. This will sew an accurate 1/4 inch seam. Then cut on the diagonal line and press the seam open or use a seam roller to open out the seams. Cut those dog ears. And the block should measure 3.5 by 3.5 inches. I am using my square rulers to make sure I have the right size blocks. To square up the block, place a square ruler in the middle of the block by lining up the diagonal line of both the ruler and the seam line. Trim the excess away from all sides. Now repeat it for all remaining squares. To create the block, arrange the half-square triangles like so, with the reds in the center, pinks on all sides, and greens on all four corners. Then sew all sections together to create one big block. To create the Christmas tree block, I have cut strips of fabric of varying lengths, from the white, green, and a contrasting fabric square, and arrange the fabric pieces like so. Create the first row. Place a white fabric on top of a green fabric, right sides together at a 90-degree angle, and draw a diagonal line. I have extended the green fabric just so I would know when to end the line. Sew directly on the diagonal line. And cut 1/4 inch away from the line. Press or roll the seams open, and repeat on the other side. I have continued sewing the rest of the rows. I have sewn it all together to create the Christmas tree block. So I have made not just one, but 2 half-square triangle blocks. Oh, and 1 Christmas tree block. Once all the 3 blocks are sewn, press all the seams and the blocks flat. To finish the table runner top, I have cut several strips of white fabric, which will serve as the inner white borders. I have then selected different colored fabrics that are cut into 2.5 inches squares, and this will serve as the pieced outer border. I have made sure that my table runner looks scrappy, so I can use it any time of the year and not just on Christmas Day. Now, the highlight of this video tutorial is about the quilting. Let me show you on how you can quilt on the Brother FS60X by using a universal free motion quilting foot. But before that, let's make a quilt sandwich. A quilt sandwich comprises of the quilt backing, the batting, and the finished quilt top. I will then put my table runner on top of the batting and trim, leaving about a few inches of excess batting, and set it aside. I will then place the backing fabric right side facing down, and I will place the table runner and batting on top, making sure it's centered. I will then cut the excess backing fabric. Using safety pins, I will fasten all the layers in place. Once this is all done, then the quilting begins. To start quilting, attach the free motion foot and drop the feed dogs on the machine. Position the table runner in any place you want to begin. In my case, I started on one end, lower the presser foot, and then lower the needle while holding the loose end of the thread. Start stitching about 4 to 5 stitches and stop. With the needle down, raise the presser foot and trim the excess thread. Lower the presser foot again and start sewing slowly. Move the sandwich in a circular random motion, and this will create the stipple effect commonly found on quilts. Start slow and work your speed up until you get comfortable with the movement of the needle. Remarkably, the Brother FS60X is truly capable of this process. Quilt the entire area and secure the thread. So there you have it. Quilting is easy on the Brother FS60X, the extra tough computerized sewing machine. We hope you loved today's project video, and special thanks to Jedi Craft Girl for the free pattern. Until next time, happy holidays from the Brother Middle East and Africa family, and we wish you an amazing new year. Bye!